Rissoles with onion gravy. It's that old-fashioned dish that Nana would always make. And I'm going to make it pretty much exactly how she would do it. So we're going to start with our onion gravy. This is just 2 onions, classic brown onions, that I'm frying up in some olive oil and some butter. You want to cook this for a long time. You can see how they've caramelised and they've really cooked down. If they dry out slightly, I suggest just adding a splash of water. But the key here is to really bring out their sweetness, and you're going to do that by cooking them long and slow. So they're almost ready, so we can get on to the meat. Now, I know a lot of recipes call for breadcrumbs in the rissoles, loads of different flavours, but I just like it pure and simple, so you really taste the rissole and that gorgeous onion gravy that we're making. So good quality beef mince, into this a pinch of salt, freshly cracked pepper, and that's it. That's all I'm adding to my rissoles. Get your hand in there and really give that a good squeeze. We're just wanting to mix that just to incorporate all of that salt. And you want your meat to be slightly fatty. You don't want it to be too lean because it will dry out as it cooks. Now, the beautiful thing about rissoles is you can make it any size or shape you like. So I'm going to make them into about a golf ball size, roll it up, squish it together and pat it down. Now, some rissoles can be an oval shape, which is what I'm going to do, but you can make them round if you like. It's totally up to you. So I'll just make a few of these and then I'm going to oil them with some more extra virgin olive oil. They look great. A small drizzle of oil. Whenever I'm grilling on a grill pan, I tend to oil the meat first and then add it to the pan. I don't want to add lots of oil to this because it's too much oil. So just rub that oil in. It's a nice thin film, and then we can start grilling these. Good sizzle there. And I'm going to give them just a couple of minutes on each side. I like mine to be just slightly pink in the centre. Now back to our onion gravy. So these have really cooked down. They're slightly jammy. I want my gravy to have a little thickness to it, so we'll be adding some flour, but before then, let's add some garlic. And you don't want to add your garlic too early because it will burn. So a little grating of garlic. I mean, look how big this garlic is. It is huge. So I'm just going to add a quarter of it, just for a subtle garlic flavour. About a teaspoon is what we're after. And to this, some fresh thyme. I love fresh thyme with onions. So I want to pick the leaves off the sprigs, stir that through, and automatically that just takes onion gravy to the next level. Nothing beats homemade onion gravy. To this we'll add some Worcestershire sauce. This is going to give it a lovely savoury flavour. And as that starts to bubble, we can add about a teaspoon of flour. Not too much, just enough to thicken it so it's glossy and sticks to the back of the spoon. Cook that off so we get the rawness out of the flour and in with our stock. So I'm using some beef stock and I'll turn the heat back up. So this is going to cook off for another 4 to 5 minutes, which gives me just enough time to turn these beautiful rissoles and pop them in the sauce. All right, last rissole to go in the sauce, and we're just gently poaching it in that sauce to finish cooking it. Now, like I said, I like to serve mine slightly pink in the centre, but you can cook them a little more if you like. So, to plate this up, you can't have rissoles and onion gravy without mashed potato. So, a good dollop of mashed potato, some greens, you've got to have the greens there, and then we'll serve, I say 2 or 3, depending on how hungry you are. I love rissoles, so 3 for me, and then lots of that delicious homemade onion gravy. It smells so good with that thyme through it, those sweet onions, a little more, and I have to have freshly cracked pepper over the top of that. Is it a really pretty dish? No. Is it a really delicious dish that the whole family is going to love? Absolutely.